With age comes wisdom, and the big thing about life is dollars. Spend, spend, spend. It's everywhere. The trick is not to spend as much, spend less, and enjoy your life. In this video, I'll be explaining a few little tactics that you can get your life in order to slow down, get out of that treadmill, get out of that rat race, spend less, and be happy. Once you get into your mindset that you don't have to be that guy with the big shiny new truck out the front, all the fancy toys, and the shiny new house, all that sort of life has been thrown at you from television shows, movies, advertising. Like advertisers have got their way of just making you think, I need that, I have to buy that. And look at the price of cars today. Absolutely ridiculous. You need a second mortgage just to get a car. But if you can slow your life down and spend less, if you can maybe get away from the big cities, if you are in the big cities. I'm from a small town, went to the city, done my treadmill, started a business, done all that sort of, I have to buy the big double-story house, which I never did. I bought a small little place. You need that shiny new car. You need the kids need this and the kids need that. Well, you go through that treadmill, that cycle, and it's ingrained in you. Everyone's got their hand out everywhere, from the electricity company to your taxes, just for when your local schools, and there's always people asking. Well, you get to a stage in your life now when all that treadmill has been and gone, and your kids are on their journey. You start to slow down, and in that slowing down, you learn to spend less. And I haven't been this happy for a very long time, just from slowing down, spending less, and just enjoying the small things of life. Yeah, it's like going online. When you're online shopping, go back a decade. Not many people went shopping on their phone or their computer. They actually went to the store, they had cash in their hand, and they bought what they thought they needed, but they only paid with what they had. These days, it's instant gratification, instant access to anything, and the advertisers have really knuckled down on those platforms. Like, you look at Amazon and Temu, two sites that I've shopped at, but you go on them sites, unless you really need what you're shopping for, I'll guarantee you it's very rare that you'll go onto one of those sites and buy that one item that you were looking for if you found it at a good price. Usually there's an add-on here. If you spend an extra this amount, you will get this and this and this. And if you spend this and this and this now, we're going to give you a $50 voucher to come back next time and spend $100, which will only cost you $50. And the cycle just goes round and round and round. It's like a drug. Once you're into that murky situation of like consumerism, it's the endorphins and all that stuff that they talk about, that you get a high on when you buy something. You go, I've got it. It's what they prey on. They say buy now, and if you're the first 100 callers in now, you'll get an extra this or this, or you'll get 2 for the price of 1, or you'll get 4 for the price of 6. Who knows what they're trying to sell you? But everyone gets hyped up into that storyline. So when you want to slow down, you stay away from the online shopping. You just, I even stay away from the big supermarkets these days. We go, for shopping, we'll go to either a farm gate or a farm market and buy the vegetables that we need. And there is a farm shed where close by where we live, where you can get your meat. It's like a mini supermarket per se for the farmers, so they don't have to go through the cycle of trying to get their merchandise into the big supermarkets. And I think it's working. We definitely get our food cheaper there, but it's the slower way of doing it. It's the sit back, relax. If you're smart and you're in that slow lane and you're buying what you need for when you need it, you can sniff out a bargain here and there. I bet you there's a story or two that people that are watching this video will have a story. Put it in the comments and I'd like to hear it, because there are bargains to be had if you're searching for an item that you need and you find it at the correct price. The trick is not to get into the side hustles of all the other extras that they try to throw at you when you're shopping. It is the festive season. I'm putting this video out in December, so it is the season to be jolly, to be happy, to be spending and giving away money willy-nilly to family and friends over the Christmas period. But in saying that, it's consumerism. Like, we're all investing in products. We're all emptying our pockets, like credit cards. Honestly, I learnt that lesson probably, I'm 62 now, probably 20 years ago when I was in my 40s. I thought, why do I have a credit card paying like 8% interest on the bill that I pay every week? Like, just pay the thing off, get rid of that debt, write it off. And since that day, I've narrowed down my debt to my actual debt is zero to anybody. Like, I own a car. As soon as you drive a car out of the car yard, it's second hand. But I've got a couple of cars. They're reliable. They're funded. One's a convertible, so it is fun to drive around in that now and again. And the other one's a Jeep, so it's handy to get about. I do want to move one of the cars on and get either a utility, a ute, or a van, so I can when I go for my firewood and all those other things, it's easier for me in this stage of my life. But tell me what you do at home with your vehicles. I hope you're not one of those people with a second mortgage to pay that car off, and then the cycle continues. You move that car on towards the end of its cycle, and then you get more debt to get the next car, and it's just continuing on. I learned that a long time ago, just to keep away from like car loans and credit cards. And it's probably, if you're a youngster watching this today, you're probably hearing an old man and you're probably thinking he's a boomer, he's this, he's that, but he's got experience in life, and that's what I'm trying to pass on. Like, I know my grandkids will be watching this, so they'll be hearing me going, oh, there he is, there's Pop, like he should have bought a shiny new car, but he didn't. But now I understand why. When you're in the slow life, it is great. The first thing you should try, if you've been in that rat race and you've been trying hard you've been wanting to slow down, try this. You get paid. Obviously, you'll pay your bills that you need to pay. But try not to go 2 days without spending 1 cent. Go 2 days. Don't buy that thing at the shop. Don't buy the coffee. Don't buy no takeaway food. Don't buy anything. Just go to work. Go out and have your day wherever you go. Come home. Cook the food that you have in the fridge or in the cupboard, in the pantry. Enjoy what you have. Sit down, relax. Get up in the morning, do your next routine. Come home, make a lunch, make dinner. Just don't spend money. And you get into that cycle of little steps, and the little steps become bigger steps. And those little chips of not spending is putting money into your bank account, believe it or not. So it is a way of saving. So just try that. At least do the first week, try 2 days a week of not spending a cent. And then If you can stretch that into how many days out of the 7, first day, buy your food, pay your bills, that's it. Set yourself up until your next income comes in. And if you can do that, that really does help. It's just the little things about slow life, spending less, and being happy. And before we move on, I just want to say a story that I know. I have 2 work colleagues, both high-paying salaries, both above me in the pay structure. One day just said, you know what, I've had enough, I quit, I'm out, I'm gone. And we all couldn't work out why. And he, like over the next few months, he sold up, he bought himself a big 4-wheel drive and a nice caravan, and he started his holiday, his trip. And let me tell you, he sold his house, he sold everything, and he's doing the trip around the country, and everyone's going, he's crazy. Why would you do that? Why? Well, the 2 friends of mine or work colleagues, the one's quit and he's doing his holiday. He's retired sort of early and he's doing his holiday. The other one got more sort of work thrown at him, stress and pressure. Well, unfortunately, he had a heart attack and he's not with us today. So the crazy one would be the guy who was just wanting to go through that treadmill faster and faster and faster for more. For what in the long run? I'm not too sure, but all I can tell you is that the other colleague, his name's Peter, he's bought land now, and he's put his, like, a big shed up, and his caravan's in this shed on this lovely big property on top of a hill. And he's got his garden and his farm. He says he's going to build a house, but he's got himself a lovely caravan to be in. So the moral to that story is that, slow and steady wins that race. And it's just one little thing that reminded me of putting this video out. The slow life is the best life. Spend less, be happy. So if what have you learned today? I have learned that happiness isn't about material things. It's about your life. It's about what the joy that you have for the surroundings that you're in, for your family, for your close friends, or just for yourself. Enjoy what you have. Use what you have with what you can. Like, I'm using I'm sitting in my studio here. I've got a computer here that's probably older than me. No, it's probably not that old, but let me tell you, it's way past its use by date. And do I need to invest in a new computer? Probably yes. Am I going to in a hurry? No. I'm just going to keep riding that pony till it finally stops eating anymore. But I'd just like you to think about the small things in life, like slow your life down, enjoy your life, and live to that long age in retirement. That's all I really wanted to get out of this video, is for people just to take notice that you don't have to be stuck in that treadmill. You can slow your life down. You can spend less, and you will be happy, trust me. This is Radio Jonesy. Until we meet again on the next video, ciao.